Well, hello there, my friend, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Disney Travel Secrets podcast. We are your travel agent host and authors. Look behind me, Rob and Kerri Stewart. We are here in the CMV studio in beautiful Windermere, Florida. Episode number 465. There's a lot of episodes.
You say that every week.
I do that, but they don't get it. Original air date, January 12th, 2026.
And this is the week before Super Bowl.
Yes.
And we call this our Super Bowl week. Not the football one, but our Agent Palooza starts January 21st. And so that's next week.
I get it. We're excited to have about 100 of our agents come down from literally all over the country, and about 30 of our travel partners, think cruise lines and tour companies like Sandals and Beaches and AMA Waterways and who else? Royal Caribbean and Celebrity. I'm not going to name them all because that'll take up the whole show. It's going to be a fun event over at Disney's Contemporary Resort.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that.
For the second year in a row, we're at Contemporary.
Yep. And can you believe it? There is another EPCOT festival that starts later this week.
Already? Are you sure?
Already.
Shocking, I say. But of course, we're looking forward to it, as we always do for all the festivals.
Hello, my friends. This is former Disney Imagineer Hugh Darley, and you're listening to Disney Travel Secrets with my friends Rob and Kerri Stewart. As you can imagine, I have plenty of Disney secrets myself, and I can't wait to share them with you. Let's get this show on the road. Take it away, guys.
To open this week's show, we really want to give another very heartfelt thank you and shout out to our amazing team of agents over at Creating Magic Vacations.
And we have, I would say active, because, a lot of people go dormant, but we do have, I would say, probably about 125, 130 active, and 100 of them are coming to our Agent Palooza this next week. Mm-hmm. And I have to say, I've done events for many, many years, and that is the highest percentage of attendees, and not just in travel, but in any industry, coming to an event that isn't a mandatory event.
Well, yeah, if it's mandatory, that's a low number. Well, if you think about it, we had the coaching call we did a week or so ago. We had 55 agents on. Again, that's over almost half of our active agents. So absolutely, we did have another record year thanks to our team and our clients. We are going to start bringing on the next team of agents starting in about mid-February.
And every year, we have a theme at Creating Magic Vacations. So last year, the theme was Elevate. And the one for 2026 is Evolve.
Which I think is very important for a lot of businesses, but especially to the travel agents that are in the industry.
Yeah, and we're talking about helping our agents evolve as they grow their business, evolving our systems to better service our clients, and also helping our clients evolve how they approach their trips and how they're going to be collecting new experiences during their travels. So I also want to thank our business coach over at Serhant.
Absolutely. So for those of you that don't know, we are working with the team over at Serhant, Ryan Serhant's company, and they're helping us build our business and our culture, I will say. We are very thankful for their advice and their guidance.
And we are definitely doing some first of its kind type projects when it comes to the travel industry. And also how we train our agents to be the best. I know we do a good job, but it is only getting better.
Does it mean we're evolving?
It does.
So if you've always just loved travel and would like to know how to turn your passion into a business with, I got to say, amazing tax write-offs.
Yeah, or maybe you're already a part-time travel agent or a full-time and you have a book of business, but you don't feel you're getting the kind of training that's helping you grow and expand your business. Let us know, because we are specifically looking for serious individuals, not just someone who wants to book a few trips here and there.
I am very serious about this.
So just head over to creatingmagicvacations.com, fill out the form. I think it says join our team.
It does.
I haven't looked at it for a while. I'm pretty sure it says something close to that. It probably, maybe exactly. I don't know.
It does. But we have big things on the horizon for 2026 and beyond. And I'm also excited for our clients who have trips booked with us, because we've been in travel since 2008. And over the years, it has been so fun to see the evolution of travel, and also how our clients experience the parks, and then they expand to Disney cruises. They go on trips all over the world. They go on Adventures by Disney. So just having worked with clients for well over a decade.
Almost 18 years.
I know. No, it's actually, it's really, really fun.
Well, we have good news for those of you that love the Disney water parks. Disney just announced that both water parks will be open again this summer.
And that is a good sign too, which shows that the demand is high for those water parks.
A combination was a staffing and a demand issue. And of course, in 2025, everyone got a free water park day on their check-in. That may have helped. But that was an experiment, and apparently it worked.
And then also the new Cool Kids Summer campaign that just came out this past week is definitely going to help. And you know what? Disney usually drops like one in January for the summer months. And it's usually a pretty good one. And this year, it wasn't free dining. I know everybody was like, are they going to do free dining? Well, they're already doing that for the kids ages 3 to 9 if the parents get it as well. But this special promo is 2 free nights and 2 extra park days. You do have to get a vacation package.
Well,
and
yeah,
it
of
has
course
to be,
you do.
well, yeah.
Of course.
But that package has to be at least 4 nights and 4 days. So in the end, this would be for a 6-night and a 6-day park ticket. So that's a pretty good offer, though. 2 free days in the park.
Let's just call it 6 nights for the price of 4.
That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly.
Yes.
Basically, you're getting a 50% bonus. So, and speaking of demand, we were at Hollywood Studios just over a week ago. It was ridiculously crowded, and I have not seen the parking lot that full since way before COVID.
No,
I mean,
we were pulling in going, we never have seen it like this.
Yes.
And, one place that you can normally get away from the crowds at, and we say, hey, if you just need to kind of get out of the sun or take a break, is head over to Walt's One Man's Dream. Now, it was so crowded in there, and I have to say, it's all because of Taylor Swift.
Okay, the only way she got me to go in, she said it was Travis Kelce. I'm like, okay.
I did not.
Yes, but she wasn't there, just to be very clear, what her clothes were, which made me think, if her clothes are here, what is she wearing?
Oh, those were her costumes.
Oh, yeah. So there was a line, I've never seen this in my life. There was a line to get a picture with the clothes, which I find hilarious.
Okay, so on this exhibit, they have 3 of her outfits from the Eras Tour. I found it super, super cool.
Wait,
I really enjoyed it.
The Errors Tour?
No, the Eras.
Errors.
Oh, stop. And yes, I was really surprised because there was a cast member that was wrangling that line because there's a line to walk by where the display is, and people would kind of go to the other side and just try to sneak in pictures. And this cast member was not going to have that. She's like, you want a picture? You have to go get in line. And I will say there were probably about 20 to 25 people in this line, which was crazy.
It was funny to me because I was like, I'm just watching. I'm people watching, which is great at Hollywood Studios. Well, at all the Disney parks. And you were in line and you're texting me, get a video with your meta glasses. Because
he was like walking behind.
I was like,
the actual pictures turned out better, so don't do that.
That is true. And then right after that, there's a show they do a couple of times a day over in the main, kind of the front of the main staging area. And they had 2 jugglers there, very interactive with the crowd. They are ridiculously talented. Of course, they also had Donald Duck there. So
I know Donald was a part of the show, which I thought at first I was like, oh, he just happens to be walking by and they were just going to wave. But no, he was a part of the show.
Well, and the jugglers were bringing in little kids from the from the audience to kind of do some fan participation. Overall, very entertaining.
Yeah. So, and if you follow us on our Instagram, which you should be, you got to see some of the footage and the outfits from the Eras Tour.
So moving on, there are 2 things that I always look forward to in January, and my birthday's not even one of them.
Should be.
Then again, I don't know who looks forward to birthdays unless you're about to turn 16 or 21. Other than that, spoiler alert, it's all downhill.
No, that is not true.
I know I will say
every birthday should be celebrated.
We are having the best time of our lives living next to Disney, and we love where we live. So
so celebrate your birthday. I don't care what number it is.
We are.
I know we are going to go celebrate it. But I think you were talking about the Festival of the Arts.
Okay, that is true.
Yeah, and what's the other thing that you look forward to in January?
I know, and this one is the Meekum Auto Auction in Kissimmee.
And of course you are. Yeah.
Well, I get to see my friend Mark, who comes down. He still lives in St. Louis. He's a big car guy like I am, except he buys and sells. I buy and don't sell, but
do sell.
This is what he does professionally. So he comes down to this particular auction every year. He brings some cars with him, maybe six or 8, sells them, and then takes a few back. It's really like the Super Bowl of car auctions because it's where we live and we don't have to travel. I think this is one of the biggest auctions in the country. And I love seeing not just all the cars, but all of the auto memorabilia, the old time signs and neons and a whole bunch of other things. that are not cars.
Yeah, there is a lot of stuff there. It is pretty entertaining to go for the day. So if you ever do have a trip planned in early January and you love cars, keep this auction in mind.
So as we mentioned, we're excited for Agent Palooza number 8, which is crazy. They've always been at a Disney resort, and we are the only ones that even did an early 2021 Agent Palooza when everybody else said, no, we're not going in person. And we still did. So we have a really good streak running.
Yeah, and this year is even extra special because our friend and former Imagineer who you hear on this show, Hugh Darley, is going to be a part of our event. I'm super thrilled about this.
We need to get him on some more audio and video, do an introduction. We should have him do a video introduction for those of you that should be and hopefully are watching us on the YouTube channel.
We still need to get him for like a walk around Epcot. We still need to do that with him.
And you know what? We should tell you guys when we're going to do it, and then you can join us.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So our opening night cocktail and awards party is called The Power of Storytelling. So I can't wait for the rest of our agents who have not yet met Hugh. Just listen to him tell some really, really cool stories about Disney.
Yeah, so let's talk about Festival of the Arts, though. Let's move on.
Let's do it. We're moving on.
And get ready if you are planning to come down either this year or maybe you're thinking of planning a trip for 2027 for the festival. So this year it starts on January 16th and it will run through February 23rd. And of course, this is over at Epcot. This is a short one, but this one really became our favorite when pretty much exactly 4 years ago during the Festival of Arts is when we moved up to Orlando.
Now, is this year's festival shorter than normal? We know it's the shortest.
No, it's the same.
Come on, guys, make this a little bit longer. And I think part of it is they've got these artists that are there the whole time. Like, okay, we're not coming for 3 months.
No, for sure.
So I think the first thing we bought might have been 2 pieces, I guess.
It was 2.
It was some of the art from Noah Fine Art, who I'm happy to say is going to be back again this year. I've already called Amex to let them know.
Of course you
Look out for where it says Noah Fine Art.
Yeah, and he does a very unique piece every year. And this year he's debuting one at the festival, and it's called Mickey Date Night. And we're probably going to buy this one. I've seen it on his social media, and I'm like, it's really cute.
I think you misspelled probably. Another thing that's pretty crazy, this is our 5th Festival of the Arts since we moved here in 2022. I will say when Disney reached out to me and they said, hey, when should we start it this year? I said, well, my birthday is the 17th. Why don't we go ahead and kick it off on the 16th for my birthday weekend?
I think that was very nice of them.
I'm just glad they asked.
But when we first moved up here, we were renting a house and we were directly east of Disney. So we could see the Magic Kingdom fireworks every single night and we could just be laying in bed. We didn't even have any furniture because we hadn't moved, we had no furniture.
Well,
we were just there.
Technically, we had furniture. It was just still back in our condo in St. Pete. But I remember bringing some pillows and some luggage like filled with clothes. And we had an air mattress delivered. And probably one of the first things we did was just head to Epcot. But it was really cool. Okay, we're here. Throw down the air mattress, throw the clothes on the ground. Let's go to the park.
Yeah, and it was kind of weird though, because it did feel a little different walking into the park as a local. And for those of you that have moved close to Disney, you may know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Because it was very different as opposed to going 90 minutes from St. Pete, checking into the hotel, and then going over because you knew that you were, off work or on vacation. This was just, hey, we're just going to pop on by.
Mm-hmm. Now, as much as it's about the art, it is in the name, it's really all about the food, the entertainment, and of course, the merch. And Disney, they're calling them the locations where they have the food. They're calling them food studios,
which is very artistic, but we still call them tiny homes.
Yes, we do.
They're all the same. They just have a different signage.
Yeah. So not only is there a lot of food, like there is every year, it seems this year there are a lot of new food items. Now, we're going to not go through all of them, but we're going to hit some of them because otherwise you guys don't want a 90-minute show from us. Trust me, we know.
No, well, and I got to say, reading some of these descriptions and some of these food items, they're pretty crazy. They get pretty colorful with their descriptions.
Yes, they do. And in typical Disney fashion, some of them might be hard to pronounce. They try to keep coming up with these creative names. So don't worry. We will get through this together.
Yeah, but one thing we're seeing this year, whether it's food, merchandise, experiences, there's a lot of Figment going on.
I bet they're going to change it to, instead of Festival of the Arts, it's going to be Figment of the Arts.
Could be.
Or
practically.
So before we get into a few of the food items, we are looking forward to how you approach this festival is a little bit different, and you definitely will want to have a plan and do some research before you go.
Yeah, and what I love is this is a great festival for kids too. I know a lot of people think EPCOT is just for adults, but this festival in particular is really great for kids because of some of the interactive experiences.
And there is the art wall where you get to paint a square. We've never done that. The kids can watch artists do live paintings. Also, really big for this one is chalk art. I think it's smart that they do it, not just because it's Festival of the Arts, but this is the time of year when we get very little rain, because I know rain and chalk art do not mix. For those of you that have kids that do this stuff on the driveway, you know. And there are also some really fun photos where you are in the art.
Yeah, I love that the kids can do chalk art, so that's super fun. They can watch somebody do some professional and then do their own.
They can
So,
attempt. They
yeah.
can make an attempt.
But the food itself is an art presentation. And I really look forward to this because it's just interesting to see what they're going to come up with to make the food look interesting. We'll share a couple of those here.
Well, you have to make food look like art, basically.
You do, yeah. But I really enjoy the entertainment because you have Broadway shows on the main stage in America. And yes, they do have dining packages if you want preferred seating.
Now, for the concerts, you want to check the calendar because they switch out nights. For example, you could see one performer on a Friday and a different one on Saturday. It's not like the other concert series where they're going to do 2, maybe 3 nights in a row.
Yeah, very different on that. Now, one of the highlights this year will be Susan Egan, who Rob got to meet in person at the Disney Destiny naming ceremony because she's the godmother of that ship. And she has several shows later in February. And what I think will be the most popular in this festival season is the special guest performance. And this is the Broadway guest. It has 4 performers. And this one is only on February 22nd and 23rd. And she is one of those.
Well, while we're talking about Broadway, they also have a special exhibit of props and costumes from some of the Broadway shows. I would not recognize any of them.
But we did walk through it last year, and it was kind of cool.
It was interesting, but I'm like, I don't even know what this is, but it looks cool. Yeah, got it.
Okay, so let's talk more about the things you may not know that you should consider. So number 1, we're at the Arts Festival. Go to Animation Academy. Yeah. This is really, really fun if you've never done it. There also will be live music over at Communicore Plaza. They have different performers over there, so definitely check those things out.
Well, don't forget about the scavenger hunt around EPCOT. It really makes it more fun going from country to country and looking for Figment. Spoiler alert, he's everywhere. So you do purchase a map, and when you complete it, you get to take it back, and they will give you a keepsake. What that keepsake is, we have no idea.
No, they keep it a surprise.
It's a surprise.
Now, if you time it just right, you can also watch artists create live pieces in person. They do this on Thursday to Sunday, and this will happen over at Communicore Plaza. And some of them will do it at the booth, but this Communicore Plaza is where the main action is
happening. It's like the new heart of EPCOT.
It is.
Something we didn't know about it, maybe it's a repeat or maybe it's new to us, is they have a Disney Lorcana trading card game specifically for the festival. So from what we read, you'll pick up your festival guest book, which is free, and then follow the instructions. And once you complete the challenge, you pick up your Magical Places promo card.
Yeah, we're going to have to check this one out because this one I've never heard of.
No.
Now, again, it's a scavenger hunt. It's just a different theme. And if you are into that game, that will be of interest. So you're probably thinking, okay, there's a lot of stuff that I can do. And how am I going to remember everything? Well,
I will say, listen to the show 3 times.
yeah, that'll help. But, you know, the best way is go to your app on your phone and update it. Always make sure you have the most current updated My Disney Experience app. Then just from the main screen, you're just going to scroll down to the Festival of the Arts guide. And from there, you can just click on that and you can punch through everything. It has everything listed.
I think you almost have to update that app like every 5 hours.
No, you should schedule like every Wednesday, do an update. I'm not kidding.
Well, that's also a good way to see the artists and their in-person schedules. Like we're going to go see Noah Fine Art again.
I want to see Scooter.
Okay.
I have one of his pieces, and he has a new one too.
But since it is a festival, of course, we have to talk about the food.
And as I always say, food is very personal.
You should trademark that because you say that like every day.
I do, because there will be tons of bloggers and influencers, and they're going to be sharing their opinions about Skip or, you know, it's a thumbs up, thumbs down. And you know what? You may read something and say, that sounds kind of good. You know what? Our advice, go for it. Don't let somebody else's opinion that doesn't have the same taste buds as you change your mind. I will say I've had some good stuff. And then I've had some stuff that I'm like, it looks interesting to me and I'll try it. And it wasn't that great, but somebody else will say that was their favorite dish.
So I think we are podfluencers. Podfluencers. That's good. That's a new word.
Okay, that's interesting.
Also something we invented, I'm pretty sure, and it's called expectation versus reality. So we're going to be buying a lot of things. We're going to have the picture that Disney has versus the actual food that we get as podfluencers.
Well, and I mean, on the app, they do have photos. And so you may see something, go, ooh, that looks really good. And that's why we do this, because sometimes I'm like, this looks nothing
I want to take
like
it back.
the photos.
No, I want to take it back and show them the picture and go, this is what I want.
I know, right?
Here are just a few things that stand out to us, both of us, over at Communicore Hall, that's going to be a big place where people gather. The soft shell crab slider. That's kind of hard to say.
It is.
Green papaya slaw, mango ketchup on a sweet roll.
Yeah.
And then something Kerri will not be
I
getting,
will not.
but I will. That is the Enchanted Rose, and that is a dark chocolate mousse rose.
It does look pretty, very artful.
I'm going to eat it.
So one I'm looking forward to is the Pop Eats booth.
Again.
This one has the tomato soup with a grilled cheese sandwich. This one is always really great. Now this year, they swapped out the option they had that had the fried green tomato. It was so good. But they're doing a, how do you say that? The croque monsieur?
Croque monsieur.
Okay. And this one is a croque monsieur inspired. And it's going to, of course, have cheese and ham and bechamel sauce. So this one sounds pretty good.
You had me at bechamel.
I know I did.
Which sounds very France.
This one is always a pretty popular booth, though.
Over at Connections Eatery, they have a couple new items. Both sound good. The barbecue chicken pizza. Hello. Not one, but 2 slices of freshly baked pizza topped with smoked chicken, sweet barbecue sauce, a cheese blend, peppers, and red onions. That's totally both of us.
No, that sounds really good. I'm excited about that one.
Also, the hot chicken sandwich. This is a spicy hand-breaded chicken with roasted garlic aioli and southern slaw on a toasted brioche bun. See, I said that like France.
No, that one sounds good. Now, we usually skip Mexico. That booth doesn't really excite me, but this year they have a new item that sounds really good, a chili relleno taco. And that's a flour tortilla. It's filled with seared beef, tenderloin, so that will be good, poblano pepper, black beans, and some salsa.
Ooh, I like this. Or at the same booth, the hard-to-pronounce tostada de cangrejo.
Oh, that was good.
I thought so. Crispy corn tortilla topped with guacamole, lump crab, mango, crispy onions, and hot sauce. I'm definitely getting that one.
Yeah. Now, Japan has what looks to be a very pretty item, and it is the Tokyo Kawaii roll. And this is a crispy shrimp tempura.
That is funny.
This is a crispy shrimp tempura wrapped in a multicolor sushi rice. And then it's topped with a yuzu sauce and a plum sauce. This one, expectation reality shot. This better deliver because the photo looks really artistic and fun.
I know I would like it better if it was with ponzu sauce.
I know.
I first got introduced to ponzu sauce about 16 years ago, almost this month at Super Bowl, when I was hanging out with my friend Shannon Elizabeth. You were in California producing an event, and she took me to this little dive sushi place in Fort Lauderdale, and I fell in love with ponzu sauce that night. Now, add to that, they have awesome Wagyu steamed bun there, too.
That one's always really good.
So here's one of our top tips, and that's if you're going to go to this year's Figment of the Arts or any festival. Okay, how about anything at Disney World? We'll just do it that way. Give your kids a Disney gift card with a certain amount of money on it. When it's gone, it's gone.
Okay, wait a minute. We're not talking about the food part, though, right?
Well, I mean, no, you're gonna feed them, but make it a gift card for anything else they want to buy, like merch.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's good. You could do it with food, too, though.
Ration the food. That is so. This will also teach the kids something that probably 99% of them out there truly don't understand, and that is budgeting your money. They're going to make sure they prioritize it to get the most bang for their buck. So this is also where you teach them before they go.
Yeah. Now, usually for this festival, we like to try foods that look interesting, and each menu also is going to have some fun drinks. I know we didn't really go over a lot of that. So just know that, yes, you can get some fun drinks as well. Now, our second top tip, though, and this goes back to budgeting, is when you go to the festival, do set a budget for these booths because you can go crazy. And the nice thing is you can go on the app and you can see the pricing in advance. So most of the dishes, because we've done the homework for you, are going to be around $8 to $12 a piece. I remember when they were like half that. So sad.
Back in the good old days.
I can say that about a lot of things.
Yes.
But so your food dishes are going to be about 8 to 12, and then the drinks are going to be 5 to 15. Also, we recommend that you pre-pick the places that you want to try things because this will keep you from falling into the trap of just going from booth after booth after booth in the order you see them. And then by the time you get to that one place that you were super excited, you're too full, or maybe you've used up your budget.
Yes.
So definitely have a little bit of a game plan. That's what we usually do. We'll say, you know what, because we can go often, we'll say we're going to stop at, these 2 or 3 booths and then be done. So we're just lucky we can go back and forth. But if you're coming down, have a plan.
And specifically for this Figment of the Arts, we recommend you visit EPCOT more than once. There are different artists out each day, different performances. So no 2 days are going to be the same.
Yeah. And don't worry, there will be lots of Figment stuff
on
if
eBay.
That's what you're interested in. It's going to be everywhere in the merch. There's the special Figment popcorn thing. They've got Figment everything.
Well, we'll definitely be visiting this festival multiple times and looking forward to meeting some of the artists. And I'm not even going to say perhaps. We're probably going to buy a piece or two. Unfortunately, we are running out of wall space. Well, we do have some space up here in the studio.
What I like, though, is
we have space in the studio up here.
They have all different sizes. And so it's not like we're buying this like huge wall canvas.
No.
No, you can get postcard sizes on some of them if you want to start small. It's kind of cool.
I like that.
But one other thing I've noticed this year, and maybe it's just because my algorithm is a little bit different this season, but a lot of the artists have been actively posting on Facebook and Instagram, and they're sharing what they're going to have that's new at the festival. So that's another great place to check out some of those art pieces. And even if you aren't an art collector, you might be after going to this event. Because I love seeing Disney-inspired art. You have Star Wars art, you have Marvel pieces, and I mean, there's so much more there. But I just know every time we go, there's just something that just kind of jumps out to us, and we're like, that piece just spoke to me. And then every time we see it in our home, it's kind of fun.
Well, the other thing is, like, we'll see all these really cool things, and next thing I'm thinking, we're going to need to buy an art gallery. And just, I mean, again, we are seriously running out of wall space, except you can't see us. We're in the studio up here, but we do have some space up here. Maybe we'll put some on the wall behind us.
Who knows? Maybe.
One thing that always puts a smile on our face, if you see us in the park, please come over and say hi. We'll be there over my birthday weekend too. I think we're going to check in on the 16th, which is a Friday, check out Sunday. We're doing club level at Coronado, right?
I think we're going to splurge for that.
I think we're going to do that because
it's your birthday.
It's the big 6-0. Yeah. But it's been many years since we've stayed at either Coronado or the Coronas Club there. So we're going to take advantage of that.
Yeah. And we'll probably just head to EPCOT and really not go to any other parks.
Probably you're right.
Yeah.
Now, perhaps.
But if we can help you plan your next trip and take advantage of some of these promos, like this summer, Cool Kids Summer, or some of the spring specials are still available. But you need help navigating all things Disney, and let us do the heavy lifting. You can reach out to us or one of our Creating Magic Vacations travel advisors.
And if you are working with one of our travel agents, keep in mind, they are some of the most highly trained people in the industry. How do I know this? Because we train them all the time.
Yeah, they are the pros.
Thanks again for listening. And until next time, have a magical day.
We hope to see you real soon.